We have to think about the future of teaching, think about our university. What changes will be necessary in the upcoming years? And I'm sure that directors of two very, very big universities, the largest universities in each country, will discuss this topic and maybe even worried about it very, very frequently. And we would like to hear your ideas and your concepts for the future. May I first ask you, Luis, to...
Thank you. Following my talk before, I was looking at this topic as also a way to reimagine university's third mission. When we talk about this, sometimes we don't have the same meaning in different countries, in different universities. We talk about education, research, and innovation. Sometimes innovation very linked with research, but more and more people are talking about connecting the university with society. And this is what I want to talk a little bit about. Because usually this is kind of a secondary mission. It's not something that we feel that we should do in our universities. But we are all aware that we live in a world facing very complex problems. We talked about climate change, public health crisis, social inequality, fast technological change, the spread of misinformation. All these challenges cannot be solved only inside laboratories or in academic journals. They require cooperation between universities, governments, companies, and citizens. For this reason, the third mission must move from the margins of the university to the center of the university life. So for me, reimagining the third mission means changing how universities see their role. Instead of producing knowledge and later sending it out to society, I think universities should work together with society from the beginning, from the right beginning. Communities, professionals, public institutions, civil organizations can become partners in research and innovation. Knowledge is not only created by experts. It also is shaped by real experience, local needs, and social realities. So we are talking about co-creation. Another area is technology transfer. Universities develop new ideas, tools, and methods. Then we know and can create new companies, improve public services, or support social innovation. However, this process should not only be about profit. It should also consider fairness, accessibility, and long-term social benefits. Technology should serve society, not only markets. Education is also part of the transformation. Students should not only learn theories in classrooms, they should work on real projects with real social impact through community-based learning, internship in social organizations, and interdisciplinary projects. So this way we can prepare graduates not only for jobs, but for active citizenships. University can also play a very important role in public policy. They can provide scientific evidence to help governments design better laws and programs. But for these, scientists have to learn how to speak fluently with the politicians. If you are just waiting for them to ask for studies before getting decisions, we probably are running late. Two more things. Of course, this transformation is not easy. There are a lot of obstacles. Academic systems, we know, still reward publications more than social impact. It's not easy to transform one thing to another thing. I know that we are doing all an effort in this, especially in Europe, with COARA, with HR, excellence in research, and so on. But we have to do much more in this area, not just papers. To overcome these barriers, university needs to change their internal cultures and evaluation systems. Social impact should be recognized as a real academic value. Long-term partnerships with communities should be supported and protected. Ethical guidelines should ensure respect, transparency, and shared benefits. That's why we use always to have the research universities that are the Ivy League and so on. It's good, and they've done a very fantastic job. Then we have the learning universities, education universities. But now there are some universities, they are calling themselves civic universities. And we have to be in this balance. And the civic universities could be any of the other universities also. A research university can be a civic university also. So to make it short, and I'm sorry if I talk too much, why should we rethink about this term? What is the current context? First, global challenges that are very complex. Problems such as climate change, public health, and deep social inequalities cannot be solved only with the traditional academic knowledge. They require work across different disciplines, co-creation and close cooperation with social actors and communities and politicians. Again, we have a crisis, more in some countries than others, of trust in scientific knowledge. Anti-science movements and technological misinformation challenge the role of universities. The third mission can act as a bridge of trust between science and civil society. Also, the changes in work and local economies. We have been talking a lot about this, and it is real. The knowledge economy requires universities to be engines of innovation, entrepreneurship, and regional development, not only institutions and training graduates. We have to be outside. And again, and also social expectations for real impact. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your real comprehensive declaration and drawing a picture of the situation and the duties of the university. But looking at the time, as a moderator, I would like to pass over to Alojzy Nowak.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. In Europe, the things are going in the following way. The older European Union members, they speak first and longer. So because we joined European Union later, Poland, I'm from Warsaw, so I will be speaking shorter. I will try to speak shorter. Mostly I agree with everything what Rector said. The world has changed very much. And we probably should look at the universities from two perspectives. One is the internal perspective, and another is the perspective from outside. We have approximately 45,000 students and 15 faculty members on different levels. So 60,000 different viewpoints about the university, what way the university should go. What is the future for the university? And university nowadays is completely different university than it used to be in the past. In the past, 15, 12, 20 years ago, usually universities, at least in Europe, most of the universities concentrate on two things. Number one, research. Number two, education. Just now, because of the changes in the world, not only changes within the European Union, there are other expectations. And one of the reasons is that universities are not very good financed in Europe. So universities are looking for money. Yesterday, we had nice sessions, and one of the Nobel Prize winners told us that he was fighting for money to run research 36 years. So I was happy that not only Polish universities or European universities are trying to get money from outside. There is no budgetary money. We have no British or American Anglo-Saxon system, so we cannot use up to now the money from endowment. So we are looking, or many universities are looking also for money from the private businesses, from the businesses at all. So to get the money to finance research, basic research and education, you have to do something also for the society or for the business. So we can say that from one perspective, we are concentrate on research, and later on, I will have 10 minutes, so I will explain you a little bit more maybe. And on the other side, we have been interested also in applied sciences, in applied education to get money and to make also stronger contact between businesses and the universities. This is one thing. But another thing is also that students are becoming very entrepreneurial. Students are very much interested in starting their businesses. So we have also regulate, and we have also to support them to build the startups, spin-offs, etc., etc. So this is also another perspective of the university. But European universities have some common problems. And the problems are East Coast and West Coast and Far East universities. They are very competitive. So recently also we decided within European Union, there are very many alliances. And University of Warsaw is one of them, with Heidelberg, Sorbonne, Milano, Copenhagen, Charles University, Geneva University. So we are going just now to build one European university, at least like the Brits did Cambridge or Oxford, with one umbrella, just to compete with the East Coast, West Coast, and the Asian universities. And those things are going pretty well. Just now we built a platform where we teach more or less 3,500 students on all levels, bachelor, master degree, and PhD degree, in 2 or 3 languages, mostly in English, but also French, German, and the Polish not yet. And it works very well. But the problem is that within the European Union, frankly, no one understands research. So we have money for teaching, but we do not have money for research. And to build comprehensive university, to compete with other universities, you need money. So just now, universities put together so-called golden budget, and we support each other. If the projects are very good, they must be financed by definition. But of course, we are applying for more and more money to research. And of course, there have been changes, huge changes, because also of artificial intelligence. So part of the courses are being taught online. And at the beginning, everything was good. We are very pleased. Just now, we have been observing that the young generation, which used to be taught online, is fragile. So we are coming back, we are returning back to teaching in real terms, because we believe that seeing faces, understanding each other, or talking, discussing the problems each other, the situation will improve. So the question is, what you ask, what is the future for the universities? There are many opinions. We had a visitor, Sam Altman, who is the guy, owner and founder of ChatGPT, who announced the end of the universities, who announced that the universities must disappear because they are too conservative, they teach too much, they teach not properly, etc., etc. So I hope he is not right. But if we have time later on, maybe we can discuss that. But I would not say that when you look from the perspective of the European government, from national governments, that the universities are very supported by those institutions. So this is also another sign of the present days that we have to frankly fight for everything, but in particular for money, in particular for certain regulations to be more open to cooperate with businesses and the rest of the world. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for both of you for your contribution. And it is like in science. You work on a question and you open more questions. And one question or one point I haven't heard mentioned during these days, what about the bureaucracy? Is it in Europe much stronger than, for example, in China? The development in China, why was it that fast, as I could mention it during the last 30 years? It's astonishing. And maybe this is another question which has to be discussed. What can we do to bring good ideas, future ideas through? So I thank the panelists and Luis Ferrero and Alojzy Nowak, and I will not, and you, Alojzy, will talk is the next keynote speaker. And okay, so we close the panel with a few minutes over done. Okay, thank you.